When the coldest weather of the year hit Northeast Ohio, most of us stayed inside. But one Lake County family couldn't, not when a tiny life hung in the balance. Lindsay Buckingham takes it from here.
Life on Meradith and Luke Percival's Lake County farm looks a lot like this. 7 cows, a couple of horses, and no matter the temperatures,
it's just starting to get really, really cold.
a barn filled with love, especially toward their animals.
This is Hattie. She's a mom. I would say probably not your typical cow. She's super friendly.
Until January 19th, when she delivered her baby Eloise.
We never in a million years would have imagined that she would have rejected her calf that way.
Hattie, one of their show cows, has never been aggressive.
She's just super, super sweet.
But late that night, in sub-zero weather,
She was just like, that's foreign to me. I gotta get rid of it. It's gotta go.
her demeanor took a sharp turn.
She was kind of just like on top of her, like screaming at her. And I was like, oh my goodness, she's gonna kill the thing.
Now Meradith had to make an impossible decision.
We don't have a setup for her right now. It's so cold for her to just be here by herself. I was really worried about what would happen.
After talking with professionals and her husband,
He didn't even blink, bat an eye. He was just like, all right, yep, that's it, because he knew.
that baby Eloise had to come in the house.
And then it was a matter of, having to milk her because we didn't have any milk replacer or anything on hand.
The next morning, their 4-year-old daughter Evelyn woke up to the surprise of her life.
She'd said something about, I think I heard a moo. And I said, well, go check out the basement.
From that moment,
From like 7 a.m. to probably 7 p.m.
the Percival kids, including Quinn and Lane, never left her side.
All day, she can watch my tablet with me. We're hungry.
The love that filled their barn followed baby Eloise inside.
How did the family dogs do?
They took care of her as their own, like mom should have and everything.
It was all so comforting, yet questions haunted Meredith.
After what we went through with her being born, I was just like traumatized.
Could Hattie and her calf ever be reunited? And would Hattie, the cow they've raised since birth, be able to stay?
If she acts up like this again next year, then it's not safe, especially in weather like this. This was not an easy process on anybody.
They started off slow.
I put a horse blanket on the ground right here, and she would come lay down next to the gate, and then she could come over and lick her and everything.
Then day by day,
I would bring her up and let her nurse.
finally, after about a week,
All right, this is it. Let's just put her in there and, let's see what happens.
something clicked.
A switch just flipped, and all of a sudden she knew what she was doing, and from there on out, she's been perfect, absolutely perfect.
When you saw Hattie just sort of finally take to Eloise and things were smoothing out?
Oh, it was a weight lifted. Like, it was just like happy tears.
Relief and joy. Their bond confirmed.
Romping around, jumping around and everything, and they're running around playing together. This is definitely a heartwarming thing to see.
Not everyone understands their decision, but Meredith says she has no regrets.
We chose for her to have a baby. It's our responsibility to make sure that they're taken care of in the best way possible, and whatever extreme that has to be to make sure that they do well and they thrive, we're gonna do it. And it really humbles you, and I feel that more people need to be humble and realize that life is short, and it's too short to be bitter and not be kind and loving.
So in this barn, during a bitter cold winter,
To do something like this in conditions like this, you have to love what you're doing.
family is love. And love looks like this. Lindsay Buckingham, 3 News.
Okay, the whole studio is so invested in this story. Tracy's texting Jay wanting to adopt the baby. I mean, there's a lot that's been happening
And I'm
in this
just like,
piece.
just wait,
Yeah.
because there's such a happy ending. But oh my gosh, aren't you jealous that I got to meet
Yes.
the baby and the mom?
Oh my gosh.
It was better than what you're seeing on TV.
Precious. Absolutely
But
precious.
you know what? That just goes to show you the dedication and the love that family has. That's their livelihood.
Yeah.
So they're going to do whatever they have to do to make sure everybody is healthy, happy, and safe.
How did you hear about this story?
You know what? Meredith, her mother, Jill, thank you, Jill, she wrote in and said, you have to hear this story. This is a
Good one.
story about love. And you know what? It absolutely is, and it's the perfect time to hear it, to warm everybody up.
That's right.
Right? It's
Beautiful.
the perfect love story.
Yeah.
It is. Well, obviously, we love to hear your stories. Lindsay really loves to hear them because it helps her clock her calendar. You can email her and the team at heartstrings@wkyc.com. We've got her streaming show weekdays at 10 a.m. as well, so you'll see these stories anytime when you need a little pickup.
Yes.
We all do. Thanks so much, Lindsay.
You bet, guys.